Hey, ute papa ute, ute papa ute, ute papa ute, ute papa ute, ute papa ute. Hey. Welcome back to another video here on the channel. This is the last video for this season, and then we'll be heading into the transfer season. But what a day this has been, with a win against Brighton Hove and Albion at the Amex Stadium. This has been one of the finest football I have seen United play under Michael Carrick. We won this game so perfectly. What a game! What a game we've all witnessed. But yay, if it's your first time turning into this channel, please hit the like and subscribe button. And today we discuss so many things pertaining to this club and also to this match. Let's look at so many things that happened in today being the last day of the Premier League. Manchester United won 3-0 at Amex. There were other brilliant scores and goals in other places that ruined everything and also made some things fun. But at the same time, I am just happy that United was able to win this game against Brighton. Brighton has sat on us for so long that this was a time coming that they needed to lose. They were beaten twice, home and away, this season by Manchester United. And all scored was 8 goals in total. 7 goals in total. Let me be correct there. But I am just grateful that we were able to clinch this win. Michael Carrick displayed another performance with his tactics and with his boys living up to expectations. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Wow! 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 What a way to cap the end of the season. 21. Now he's in the league of his own. I wonder who would break the record again in the future, because Bruno Fernandes just established himself as an elite playmaker. What a way to cap an end of a disastrous start of a season. Manchester United have deserved it. We have put in the work and we have reaped what we sowed. Maybe it's the stuff that we worked earlier on with Ruben Amorim and Michael Carrick taking over the realm of the club now. And that has given us the gratification of where we are. Bro, let's look at this. Let's talk about certain things that happened in this game. One, I would like to address the starting lineup. I was a bit skeptical from what I saw, meaning that Mazraoui coming in for Dalot. I was also skeptical for Ugarte not starting the game, but eventually he didn't start, so it was Mason Mount. And then with Mbeumo, Dorgu, Ahmad, and Bruno as the attackers. Eventually, we got the goal from Dorgu from the assist of Bruno Fernandes. And then we had some sublime finish and tactical play between Ahmad, Mount, and Mbeumo scoring the second goal. Then we had the magical brilliance of Ahmad to Dorgu to Bruno Fernandes to cap it off with a 3-0 win. That was actually one of the finest non-pressure game we've played. We made things so easy for us. When the game started, it was a bit shaky. We weren't able to find our feet as quickly as we wanted. It took us some time. Probably, I would say United got into the game probably like the 20th minute. That was when United was relaxed and was taking control of the game. Our tactics were now being able to be implemented because Brighton was looking for a win to qualify for Europe. And so they were doing everything they could in their power to secure that moment. But United, on the other hand, had already secured Champions League football and was just in there to get a win, but not necessarily a win, in my opinion. It was just to finish up the season. But hey, they got me wrong and they produced one of our greatest games this season. My take about it is I would have loved to see Aid in Heaven given the opportunity to play. But I also see that Lisandro Martinez would need game time for the World Cup if called upon. And it was great. The cameos and the players who came in, great. Dorgu, magnificent. Ahmad was gearing to find his confidence, something we've talked about here on the channel before, that he needed to get that in his arsenal to get him firing again. And we could see there wasn't much pressure on him. He had his flair coming back. He was able to control the game how he would want it to be. And it was just sublime to see how he was doing it flawlessly. He was just at the peak of the game. And that is something that gave us an outlet to pass the ball to and to retain confidence and play the ball according to our game plan. Bruno Fernandes also performed great game, great. Oh, bro, at this point, I think it's no-brainer that the PFA award should be going to Bruno. And he also just broke the assist with the 21 assist. And that is all that matters to you. That is, listen, let me get this straight. That is the only trophy United is winning this season. So yes, we should be celebrating, jubilating, making fun, making merry out of it. Because we didn't win anything. But this, and that's where my shamelessness comes from. This individual award that has been presented to Bruno, all the awards he's won: Player of the Season, he's won FWA Player of the Season, he's won Man of the Matches, he's won Player of the Month, he's won so many individual accolades, and he deserves it. There's no way we would take that away from Bruno Fernandes. And he's shown out why he deserves it. Listen, let's get stuff straight. Bruno started the season playing as a defensive midfielder. His first assist came in the game against Liverpool, and that was match week 7. Yes, match week 7. And do you know how insane that is? So imagine being played as his number 10 role at the beginning of the season, and he had gone 7 games without an assist. Imagine if he had started there. He would have probably put on numbers probably to 25 assists maybe. And even if that wasn't right, if we look into the game from game week 28, 29, the amount of chances he was able to create that wasn't converted by his teammates, he would have given this record a gap if our players were very clinical with the chances created. Because if you look, he has created so many chances and the conversion rate is a bit low. But we did have good performances from our forwards this season. With all 3 hitting double figures, that is just amazing. It's been a while we've actually seen anything like that happen at Manchester United. So this win is such a good boost for us for next season. And I hope Jason Wilcox, Omar Barada, and whoever, Ratcliffe, whoever is in charge of recruitment, they look at these performances and know that the decision they made to keep Michael Carrick in the fold would energize them to make best recruitments for next season. Because I'm not here to say that we do stand anything, but with what I've seen and what we are able to do with the ball under Michael Carrick, we have somewhere on the ladder to climb up to. I'm not saying, but we should stand a chance of getting up on the league. This 21 should be coming. 21 should be coming home. 21 should be our goal for next season. Yes, I know so many teams are changing managers, so many teams are going to make recruitments. The top 6 is not going to be fun. People who slack this season are going to make all matters worse for next season. Everybody is going to have the chance to bring in players, tweak formations, read their opponents, and do what is best for their club. So it's just going to be a tough season coming next season. So whoever has the upper hand is going to win the league. And I feel like United would have the opportunity to make those changes and be title contenders. That's my opinion. If you don't get it, go fight with your TV remote. But United should be title contenders, and we should be making smart recruitments for this upcoming season. One other thing that stood out for me is Sonny Lamans. I know I've talked about Lamans for a while now, but Lamans was an important signing for us this season. He's demonstrated it, he's shown why he was bought, and he brings so much confidence to the back four. And that is all that we needed. And he does the basics. He saves the basics. He does the basics so well. And that is all that United fans were wanting from Andre Onana. And with that being said, he's one of the best players we have bought in a while. Sonny Lamans has shown why he was good in Belgium. And he has outperformed us this season in the Premier League. You know, most players come into the Premier League struggling. And this is something that Lamans came in. And I don't feel like he struggled. If we are to compare when David De Gea first came into Manchester United and this, you could see the difference. But also, I know where the argument will come in that the players from that time were very physical and the game type was different than what we are seeing now. Which is true. But Lamans is very composed, and that has guaranteed him to be the player we bought. So big ups to him and big ups to other United players that we bought. The front three that we got, Sesko, Mbeumo and Cunha, great. They fit the profile and they've done their best. And I hope that next season, when we come here, we will be able to do amazing things again and be able to hit double figures with these attackers. And if we get an experienced striker or we get a backup striker, I hope they also put in numbers like other players have done. It will be sad to see other players that have been mentioned in the media going out of the club, like Xerxes, Ugarte. It will be sad, but I feel they need to make the next step. The badge of Manchester United and the kit is just too heavy for some players to wear. And it was a good step for them, but thank you, and they need to go to another team. But what a way to cap the season. This was an amazing watch, and also to see all the other teams, including Tottenham, finally making it back into the Premier League and didn't get relegated. It sucks to see that West Ham got relegated, but also it gives us the opportunity to go in for Matheus Fernandes as a backup midfielder for us. So it's a win-win situation. Tottenham stays, West Ham gets relegated, and we get Matheus Fernandes on the cheap. This morning, I did see that they were saying 80 million. That is what West Ham wants for Matheus Fernandes. But hey, that is too much money for a relegated team. So at this time, tomorrow morning, they should be there with 30 million. And that would be something that will survive them. So I think West Ham has no reason to say they won't take 30 million. But if we are able to make that negotiation and bid for him, that would be amazing. At the end of the season, Arsenal won the league, which we already know. Man City second, Manchester United third, Aston Villa fourth, Liverpool fifth, meaning top 5 is secured for Champions League football. Bournemouth sixth, Sunderland 7th. Both teams are making it to Europa League. Brighton 8th is going to Conference League. Brentford misses out with all that they were in. Wow, it's so crazy that they missed out. And Chelsea, World Club Champions, whatever, World Champions, yes, fall on to number 10. But the relegation is confirmed as West Ham, Burnley, and Wolves. But the rest of them made it out there. But this is all that we have for the final 38 games of the season. It's surprising that some teams didn't make it to Europe. Chelsea, for instance, and also Brentford for where they are. The underperforming team for me this season is Newcastle. They really didn't live up to expectations. With what they did and what they spent on, Newcastle should have been contending for European football, but unfortunately, number 12. So that makes it even worse for them. Bournemouth is a surprise. They've really done well. They've shown that they are just as good as their coach. So Bournemouth making seat is a great achievement for them, and it's the first time for them being in European football. Sunderland being back from the championship and in their first season becoming seventh, that is an overperformance, overachievement, and they've done so great in that. Brighton, as Brighton, they've won it, so that's great. But Tottenham, underachievers, bad performance, bad season. They didn't perform anything. Just to win 10 games in the entire season is abysmal. That's why, in my opinion, I just wanted them to be relegated so that West Ham just stays. But unfortunately, football gods were against them being relegated. And that is all that I have for today. Thank you guys for watching this video. If it's your first time here, please hit the like and subscribe button. And I will be able to bring more videos. It goes a long way with just that subscription and also the notification bell. Thank you guys, and all hail Bruno Fernandes for being the best midfielder and captain that Manchester United have had post Alex Ferguson's time. He's done his best, he's put it in 21, and he will forever be the greatest player. Now we need to win more trophies so that when he's departing video, he has things to put there and not just a 21 playmaker individual award. But catch you guys on the next one. Peace.